Local lore tells us that most of the trees you see here are about 300 years old due to a forest fire that wiped out most of the trees. But a few survived. Those can be up to 800 years old. The circumference of the trees can grow up to 9 meters. The largest tree in the forest dwarfs the Leaning Tower of Pisa. The majority of the trees you'll see here are Douglas firs, though you'll find some cedar and a lot of ferns. Every time you walk through the forest, $1 is donated to the Children's Miracle Network. That last part is not true. A group of hippies have taken to the trees to protest an initiative to expand the parking lot. And it's been successful for 3 or 4 years now. The tree base fort is never unoccupied. There's always someone living there. One time, me and my friends went to go visit these people and they offered us some special eggs. Hash oil and scrambled eggs. They live a blessed life out here. So this is Cameron Lake. Local lore says that in the 1930s there's a passenger train that runs parallel to the lake. They say that on one dark and stormy night the passenger train derailed, crashing into the lake. No survivors were found. The problem is the lake doesn't have a depth. No one has found the bottom. The underwater caverns are so deep but no one's been able to determine how far down it actually goes. Subsequently, they'd searched other lakes for the bodies and they found the remains of 2 corpses that were unexplained. They determined those are the same corpses that came from the derailed train. So when I was about 9 or 10, I had a friend named Michael. He lived around here. This whole area used to be an adventure park. They had stuff like mini golf, go-karts, and these awesome little, like this trampoline adventure land where you could bounce from trampoline to trampoline with balls and things. They had a petting zoo, and they lived on the adventure park. So after it closed down, happily he would invite me over. And I would have the opportunity to jump on the trampolines like a little kid and we'd have a lot of fun. It was also the first time I'd ever known that you could have an uncle who is younger than his niece. It's a different story. Well, the business didn't do too well, unfortunately, and they started to lose money as people started to not like that sort of thing, I guess. And so in a last-ditch effort, they decided that they would buy a gnome to increase the visibility. But, sadly, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. All that remains now is the gnome. So my parents bought the house off them. Unfortunately, my grandpa didn't believe in building permits, so this whole area was a chicken coop, a bathtub / sauna room, and a hot tub on the roof. Kept chickens in the back of the cornfield, and the whole thing was rotting. So my parents embarked on a dangerous and high-risk journey to renovate. That renovation didn't complete until I was 21. And now we live in a mansion. And I'm really glad to be home. I'd like to thank Cole for this opportunity.